Hello there everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Media and today we're going to be talking about Fire Emblem Engage, the latest mainline Fire Emblem releasing on the Nintendo Switch in January of 2023. January 20th to be precise, if my memory serves me well. I'm very excited for this game. The opinions are very divisive on this game, but I can safely say I am in the very positive camp. I think this game looks incredible. I understand where people are coming from certain things, which we'll get to, like the hero summoning and all that, but overall, just from what I'm seeing, not attached to any other, like, oh, mobile game, no knowledge of heroes, no knowledge of fan service. Just looking at this video game, I'm very excited. Watching this trailer, this game looks very good. It looks exactly what I wanted out of Fire Emblem on Switch. And that is a pretty game. Three Houses is fine, but I am in the camp that I really didn't like that game that much. It's fine. It's Fire Emblem. But, getting rid of the weapon triangle and I guess that's the main thing. There was something off about it. I don't like. And to be fair, we do see a little bit of this element in the trailer for Engage. I don't like Garreg Mach. I don't like walking around that. I don't like all that. I don't like Persona. I don't want that in my Fire Emblem. And I know I'm going to get that, but hopefully it's a little toned back. I don't know. Three Houses, and to be fair, that's not the only issue with Three Houses, but Three Houses is just kind of an ugly game also. This is not a video about trashing Three Houses, but I need to make you understand why I'm so excited for Engage. I need a color. I need the graphics to not be shit. And they're delivering on that. That's kind of what it comes down to. Three Houses is one of the ugliest first-party Switch games I think I've seen. And you know why? Because Koei Tecmo made it. You know why? Because it's running in the Warriors engine. And yet they somehow still managed to make Three Hopes look better than Three Houses. Better game than Three Houses, by the way. Go check out my review of that. I did like 2 months ago. Three Hopes is awesome. Engage is being made by Intelligent Systems. Intelligent Systems is the developer of Fire Emblem. Now, I don't know why Nintendo was like, okay, Koei Tecmo, you make the Fire Emblem this time. And obviously, Intelligent Systems was involved, but a much lighter role than being the main developer. They are behind Engage. They are the ones making Engage. And because of that, it just, the presentation, it feels like Nintendo presentation again. It feels like a game that has that Nintendo approval of quality, right? Of a modern Switch game, which most of their franchises on Switch have really felt that way. Three Houses did not deliver on that, in my humble opinion. But watching this gameplay, watching this trailer, it looks so high quality. The animations, really the colors. I'm going to talk about character designs in a bit, but everything in this game just looks so well done. And I guess we're going to talk about character design. I like the protagonist. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually do. I know people are like, oh, Toothpaste Chan, this is bad design. They got to change the design. What's wrong with it? Honestly, what's wrong with it? I think Alir, I think their name is. I think they have a better design than Robin and Byleth. Especially Byleth. Female Byleth, specifically. I like Corrin a lot. Even though I don't like Fates that much. But I think Alir looks awesome. There's nothing wrong with having color. I mean, I just don't get it. Heterochromia or whatever. They look cool. I like them. And if their hair were just a different color, you guys wouldn't be saying this. They look like any other Fire Emblem character except for the hair color. It's just weird to me to see people so negative on this game when it looks to be doing everything that I wanted, out of a Fire Emblem game. It's colorful again. It's one storyline. I mean, that's one of the most common complaints with Fire Emblem for the past 2 games, and we're finally going back to one storyline, and yet people aren't happy with that. Okay, that's kind of weird. Let's talk about the Emblem Ring system, the summoning system, or we don't know if it's summoning yet, but good chance. Maybe. We'll see. So, in this game, you have the Emblem Ring ability where you put a ring on, and you have one of the 12 past lords from the Fire Emblem series, and you can have them as like a dual partner in your attacks. You don't have them as separate characters, but they attack in unison with you, and that's kind of like your special ability in this game. That's your engage. I guess your engagement, because it's a ring. Is that the pun? That's the main gimmick of this game. I get the reservations of, oh, fan service. I get that. But for one, Fire Emblem Since Awakening has been all about fan service, so Three Houses has a lot of fan service. And so, to be fair, so does Fates, and every Fire Emblem game since Awakening. My point is, they all have fan service. This one is obviously taking something from Heroes, which is having past heroes from other Fire Emblem games, and putting it into a mainline game. I understand the reservation, but for me, honestly, until we see how they mess it up, I think that's exciting. I don't see anything wrong with that on the surface. I think that's a very promising thing, you know? That could be cool. They could mess it up a lot. That is totally possible, but I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be done well. I really do get the feeling that it's not going to be some gimmick that they just tossed in. It's a story element. I think we see one of the villains put on a ring as well, so you'll be fighting villains from past Fire Emblem games. How is that bad? From what we've seen. Once again, the execution could be horrible, and we don't know. But from what we've seen in this trailer, that's really exciting. We've never had a mainline Fire Emblem game like this. Warriors is a complete spinoff. It's a Warriors game. You know, you don't expect that from... You don't expect... You expect that, I should say, from a Warriors game. Fire Emblem Heroes is also a spinoff, also developed by Intelligent Systems, and it's a mobile game with a gacha system. Obviously, it was going to be like that. So, honestly, it's cool to see it in a mainline game. I guess that's kind of what my point is. It's with a proper story. Fire Emblem Heroes, I haven't played it in like 3 years, but I played it for like a good 2 years. The story was whatever. It was fine. It was just gacha, got something for waifus. That's all it was. You know, if they actually include and incorporate the Emblem Engage system into the plot, which I think they're going to, I think that's really exciting. You know, we get to see fan favorite characters. We're going back to, you know, Marth, and I mean, my girl Celica in there. That's awesome. It is funny they picked her and not Olm. They made the right choice. And then, you know, we know about 12 characters from the little picture at the beginning of the trailer, but, I mean, they could totally do more than that. They could get other characters, other fan favorites. I almost maybe hope they don't. I would like it to be restrained to 12. That would certainly ensue faith in the prospect of them being included in the story well. That would be nice. But, you know, they could do fan favorite characters also outside of the Lords. Now, how are you going to get them? I personally don't think it's going to be a summoning system like Fire Emblem Heroes or even like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where there's no money involved. I don't think it's going to be that. I think you're going to get them throughout the story in an orderly fashion. I guess I mean, if there's only 12 Lords and there's no other characters beyond that you can get, there'd be no real reason to have you roll for them. But even if you do roll for them in a pool of 12 characters, at that point, who cares? But I really do hope it's a singular line of characters that you get. You start with Marth or whatever and then go through. That'd be my ideal situation there. Because personally, I think a plot with all of these past Lords and a serious Fire Emblem story could be a lot of fun, you know? Fire Emblem has so many characters, why not use them? So I don't really like the argument that, oh, fan service is bad, when people don't tell you why fan service is bad, you know? Fan service for me is, I mean, obviously, yes, having past Fire Emblem characters, that's fan service, for sure. Bad fan service is what Fates did. Whatever the hell that game is. Freaking weird brothers. That's fan service. That's weird waifu bait. Three Houses, I think, has less of the... Well, no, it does. It has a lot of waifu bait. And husbando bait. And we're seeing characters that you can already tell people are going to be going crazy for in this Engage trailer. That's just what Fire Emblem is now. But then I look at Fire Emblem Echoes, and that game doesn't have it. You know, it's just a nice little medieval story, war story. It's very good. So I'm rambling. I'm just excited to see a proper mainline Fire Emblem on Switch developed by Intelligent Systems. That's the key element. Three Houses was missing something. I can't explain exactly what it was. I know one of those things was good graphics. It was ugly to look at. It was a very brown game. I remember when they revealed the gameplay for the first time at E3 2018, I was just like, oh no. You know? So having a Fire Emblem game, another mainline Fire Emblem game on Switch is just exciting, you know? I think this game's going to do very well. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm excited to play it, and I think it's, from what we've seen so far, it's doing everything right. They've been posting little gameplay clips on the Japanese Twitter account. I wish we were getting those in English, but I get it. Localization probably isn't done yet. Actually, no, that's not true. You can already preload the game. So throw that out the window. They're just being lazy on the North American side. Yeah, I'm super excited for this game. Of course, I expect there to be a DLC eventually. We can see what they do with that. Maybe they'll add more characters for that for the Emblem Engage system. Yeah, I think this game looks super good. I mean, I've been a proponent of Toothpaste Chan since, I've been in a rank since the character was leaked back in, I think, June or July. There were screenshots leaked, and ever since then, I was waiting for this game to be announced, and when it was announced, I was very happy. It looks nice. I think that's my biggest takeaway from that trailer, is that the game just looks nice. Three Houses was such a drag. This game looks nice. It's colorful. It's smooth. Not to keep rapping on Three Houses. freaking character models are just crusty. They look awful. They look actually bad. So to see the characters look smooth in this, that's great. I understand where some people are coming from, where it's like, oh, it looks a little too much anime now. Embrace it, bro. That's what Fire Emblem is. And another thing that I think a lot of Switch franchises have been doing really good about this generation, or just on Switch, it looks distinct. If we got another game that looked like Three Houses, well, A, I would have been disappointed because that game looks like ass, but 2, because it would be, be hard to differentiate. We have like 5 Pokemon games now, and they all look and play pretty differently for a Pokemon game. All 3 Kirby games we're going to have now that Return to Dreamland Deluxe is coming out look different. All the Zelda games look different. Every game with multiple entries on the Switch all visually look distinct, and that's very nice. It's nice to like kind of separate them between each release, so that's a great thing. And yeah, I'm rambling. Fire Emblem Engage is my currently, going to be honest, most anticipated game of 2023. Obviously, if that will change as soon, January 21st, Tears of the Kingdom, #1. But knowing that Fire Emblem is so close, I mean, 3 months away, it's basically right there, 4 months away, sorry. That's so soon, and hopefully we get some more info soon. Like I said, they've been posting clips on that Japanese Twitter, so yeah, I'm super excited for this game. If you're not getting on it, I guess that's fine. Obviously, you can have your opinion, but for us Fire Emblem fans that do not like Three Houses or just think this game looks awesome, let us have this. We've been dying over here. I've been thirsting for a good-looking Fire Emblem game on the Switch, and we are finally getting it. So I'm very excited. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below. What do you think of the Emblem Engage system and all that? What do you think of the Toothpaste Chan, Lear protagonist, and all that? You can comment down below what you think. Of course, you can subscribe here for more Nintendo coverage on the channel. Follow me on Twitter @BoTalksMedia, and join my Discord. Link to that is down below. Until next time, folks. Peace.